Hi everyone, my name is Kayli Doles, and today we will be diving into the topic of MDMA. So with that being said, let's take a look. What is MDMA? MDMA is an illegal synthetic psychoactive drug that is chemically similar to stimulants and hallucinogens. The distortion in perception and enhanced pleasure gives MDMA its psychedelic features. It acts like a stimulant because of its energizing effect. MDMA affects the following neurons: dopamine, noradrenaline, and serotonin. All of these neurons are important in regulating mood, aggression, sleep, sexual activity, appetite, energy, etc. When large amounts of serotonin are released, it can cause emotional closeness, elevated mood, and empathy. It is commonly referred to as ecstasy or Molly. The most common method of use includes taking tablets or capsules. However, some users inhale it if it is even found in powdered form. Moving on to the effects of the body. Here I developed a diagram to break down the different types of effects that MDMA has on the human body. MDMA affects both the body physically and physiologically. One of the most important physical effects would be the hyperthermia. Because MDMA gives its users a sense of energy bursts, it can cause the user to overexert the body, resulting in extreme heat. In terms of physiological effects, the long-term effects of potential brain damage to serotonin is a very concerning factor that most people should be aware of before taking. All of the effects on the body mentioned in the prior slide should be considered risks and consequences of taking MDMA. However, here are a few more important ones. First, studies have found that MDMA use is associated with risky sexual behaviors. For example, both males and females who use MDMA are more likely than alcohol drinking controls to engage in risky sexual behaviors. Homosexuals and bisexuals who use MDMA, both male and female, reported more sexual partners and more injection drug use. Second, MDMA additives. Adding to MDMA's risks is that pills, capsules, or powders sold as ecstasy or Molly may contain other drugs instead of or in addition to MDMA. They can contain various additives such as cocaine, meth, bath salts, over-the-counter cough medicine, and more. These substances may be extremely dangerous if the person does not know what he or she is taking. They are even more dangerous when mixed with MDMA. When it comes to judgment on the drug, MDMA has a significant reductions in perceiving and predicting motion. A great example of this would be someone's ability to judge whether a driver is in danger of colliding with another car. Now that I have explained what MDMA is and the effects and how dangerous it can be, I believe it's important to be knowledgeable in how to identify MDMA, what environment you may find it in, and who is at risk in order to keep yourself safe. In terms of identifying the drug, MDMA trafficking uses brand names and logos in order to market to a younger generation. Logo examples include butterflies, flowers, etc., like presented in the picture above. Therefore, if you see any of these bright, colorful drugs, stay away. Like I mentioned, because it's aimed at younger generations, this street drug escalated starting in 1980, as it was given out for late-night parties like at raves, concerts, or even nightclubs. Ever since then, it has always been in that culture. Once again, this is because the stimulant effects of the drug allows a user to dance for extended periods of times in hot, crowded situations. But like I mentioned, it can also lead to dehydration, hyperthermia, heart, or kidney failure. If you or someone you know becomes addicted to MDMA, there is no specific medical treatment. However, it has been said that behavioral therapy is deemed helpful. In addition, those in need can always call SAMHSA treatment locator, which is 1-800-662-HELP. for confidential anonymous information 24 hours a day. To wrap up our presentation, here are a few key concepts and reminders. MDMA is a synthetic drug that alters mood and perception. It is chemically similar to stimulants and hallucinogens. These effects include increased energy, distorted perception, dangerously high body temperature, depression, and more. Ecstasy and Molly can contain additives. And lastly, behavioral therapy is found helpful for addiction. With that being said, if you or anyone you know are faced with the decision to take MDMA, I hope you make an educated choice after listening to this presentation. Stay safe and stay healthy.